Hello friends. Imagine this scene. It's the early hours of January 3, 2026. Somewhere in Florida, inside a dark, tightly curtained room, the only light comes from multiple glowing screens. Sitting silently in front of them is the most powerful man on the planet, the President of the United States, Donald Trump. What's playing on those screens isn't a movie or a TV show. It's a live military feed. Thousands of miles away, in Caracas, the capital of Venezuela, there is a quiet residential house. Inside that house, Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro is asleep, completely unaware that his life is about to change within minutes. Shortly before this moment, American helicopters entered Venezuelan airspace, flying barely 100 feet above the ocean. They were so low that radar systems failed to detect them. At the same time, a coordinated cyber attack shut down Caracas's power grid, plunging the city into darkness. Using the cover of night, Delta Force commandos descended from the helicopters onto the roof of Maduro's residence. Moving silently, they entered through a window and reached the bedroom. Maduro woke up and immediately ran toward his reinforced safe room. He was only seconds away, but not fast enough. The commandos caught him before the door could be sealed. In less than 5 minutes, a sitting president of a sovereign nation was in American custody. Later, Trump told Fox News that watching the operation felt just like watching television. But this was not entertainment. It was one of the most extraordinary and controversial military operations in modern history, the capture of an elected foreign leader from his own home. When the news broke the next morning, it sent shockwaves across the world. Headlines everywhere reported that the Venezuelan president had been arrested by U.S. forces in a midnight operation. Two major questions immediately emerged. Why did the United States do this? And more importantly, does this mean that no world leader is truly safe anymore? This operation was not spontaneous. Planning had been underway for months. In August 2025, the CIA quietly deployed a team inside Venezuela. Their mission was to monitor Maduro's movements, where he lived, where he traveled, and how his daily routine worked. Intelligence was also being provided by a source embedded within the Venezuelan government. In November 2025, a phone call took place between Trump and Maduro. According to reports, Trump pressured Maduro to step down voluntarily. Maduro refused. That refusal became the turning point. From that moment, the operation accelerated. The U.S. military built a full-scale replica of Maduro's residence in Kentucky, where elite forces rehearsed the mission repeatedly. Fighter jets, drones, and naval aircraft were positioned around Venezuela. On Christmas Day, Trump approved the operation, choosing the holiday season because many Venezuelan soldiers would be on leave. Bad weather delayed the mission for several days. Finally, on January 2, 2026, conditions were deemed suitable. Trump gave the final order. More than 150 American military aircraft were mobilized. Caracas's power supply was cut again. Air defense systems were destroyed to clear the path for helicopters. Dozens of civilians lost their lives during the strikes. Maduro was flown to a U.S. naval ship, then transferred to Guantanamo Bay, and later taken to New York. Soon after, images were released showing the Venezuelan president in chains on American soil. So why did America take such an extreme step? Supporters of the operation argue that Maduro was a dictator and that the mission was meant to restore democracy. Trump cited drug trafficking as the official justification. But critics point to a different motive: oil. Venezuela holds the largest proven oil reserves in the world. For decades, American oil companies benefited from Venezuelan crude. That changed when President Hugo Chavez nationalized the oil industry, forcing foreign corporations out. Sanctions followed, and tensions escalated further under Maduro. Trump himself later claimed that Venezuela had stolen oil from the United States, a statement that raised eyebrows worldwide. In reality, Venezuela was asserting control over its own natural resources, something every sovereign nation has the right to do. The drug trafficking argument also raises questions. Venezuela is not a major drug-producing country, and most cocaine entering the U.S. comes through other routes. Meanwhile, America's biggest drug crisis, fentanyl, originates primarily from Mexico and China, not Venezuela. International reaction was swift and severe. Multiple countries condemned the operation as a violation of international law and the United Nations Charter. Many described it as a new form of colonialism. Even under U.S. law, the operation is controversial. The American Constitution requires congressional approval for military action, which was not obtained. The Trump administration defended the move by calling it a law enforcement operation, not a war, a claim many legal experts reject. The larger issue is this: regardless of whether Maduro was a good leader or a bad one, Abducting the president of a sovereign nation in the dead of night to secure strategic interests sets a dangerous precedent. If powerful nations act without consequences, global stability itself is at risk. Today it is Venezuela. Tomorrow, it could be any country.